All right, folks. Welcome. Pardon me. Ooh, welcome back. Let's get started on a hard puzzle, shall we? All right. Let's see what we got going and go. All right. So I like these rows and corridors. We've got some sixes here. So that means we have to have a six here and here. We have a five through this corridor here. We've got, I'm just looking for like pairs and pairs and pairs and pairs. Twos there. Two's there, two. Got a two up here and a two up here. Let's see what we've got. Looks like this is the only one in the whole puzzle. We've got a 9 and a 9, so we know that this one and this one have to be a 9. Alright, I'm looking at this column here. We've got just a couple numbers missing. 9, 8, 7, 6. 5 has to be one of these guys because of this 5 here. We need a 4. Can't be there, got to be down here. We need a 3. Can't be here or here, so the 3 has to be this one or this one. 2, and then we need a 1. Okay, no help there. All right. Let's see what else we have. I have a 4 and a 4 that crisscross, so that means my 4 has got to be here somewhere. Got two 6s over here, and then one across the bottom. I've got a 7, so no 7 here. 7, okay. 1, 2, 3. I need a 4, but it can't be here. 4's got to be out here. 5, 6, no 7, 8. Okay, so this middle number here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, has to be a 5 because I've got a 6, 7, 8, 9. So they all crisscross. Okay. Let's see. Now I have a 7's got to be here or here, and then I've got a 1 and a 9 in this column. Not really anything to help me out with that just yet. Okay. Got a 4 top and middle and through the center, so we've got to have a 4 either here or here. Oh, I put these 2's here, but I have a 2 on the top and the bottom. So that actually makes this one a 2. I just missed it. We'll get that corrected. Okay. 9, 8. Now I need a 7, but it can't be here, so I have to have a 7 either here or here. I need a 6, but it can't be here. Could be one of these two or this one. I need a 5. It can't be here. Okay, so if this 5 comes up, I've got a 5 here. Okay, that goes with this 5. Very good. 3, 2, 1, 7. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 5 and a 6. Okay, so across this top row, I can't have a 5 here, I can't have a 5 here, and I can't have a 5 here. So that means the 5 has to be in the center. I've got a pair of 5's here that actually double lock these two cells with 5's and 6's. See a 5 and a 6, 5 and a 6. That's good. It double locks them. So now we've got a 1, 2. Okay, we've got a 3 and a 3. So that means with that double lock, the 3's have to be here. And I also have a 3 and 3. 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comes up. Okay, and now the 9 comes across, so now I actually have a 9 here, which tells me this one has to be a 9. So see, if this 9 comes across, 9 has to be in one of these three. It can't be in these two because those are double locked. So no 9 across the bottom because of this one, no 9 here through the middle because of this one, and no 9 here. Okay, so now I've got two 9s in this far left column. Can put those 9s in there. Okay, so I've got my 9, 8, 7's got to be up here somewhere, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be a 6, 7. Okay, could be a 6 or an 8. Okay. All right. What else do we have now? 6 and a 6. I got these three. Okay, so there's still some pairs that I haven't gotten. Okay, the 6s and the 9s, I've got those paired up. Okay, 7, 7, so we know we've got to have a 7 here and here, because we have a pair of 7s. Okay, a 2 and a 2, so I have to have a 2 here or here. Okay. All right. Okay, we've got the 5, and let's see that we've got a 9. Okay, we do have an 8, so the only two places that we can have an 8 in this row is here or here. 9, 8, 7. Okay, now why did I put a 6 here? Was that by accident? Yeah, that doesn't need to go there, just 2 or an 8, because I see it can't be a 6 or a 5. I've got my 4, I've got my 3. Okay, cool. So see this 2 and 8, and see this 2 and 8? Can't be here. So I'm missing a 1, a 2, and an 8. So now we're going to create a double lock. So this cell can only be a 1 because that's the only place left for it to be. We got a 2 and an 8 and a 2 and an 8. Right, because we have 1, 2, and an 8, and 2 and an 8 can't go here. The only places left for them. Okay, so I've got my 3s down here, I've got my 5s here. Okay, and so I can still have a 4. Okay, now that we've got that 1 in there, that's going to help out a little bit. 1. Okay, so my 2s can be here still. Let's see, no 3 across the top, so 3s can still be here. 4s, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8s can still be here, and then 9. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, we have 9, 8, 7. 6 across the top. I want to be careful. Last time I did this, oh, nope, there was a 6. Okay, I wrote down my numbers too quickly, and I had way too many numbers. It was hard for me to sort through. So I don't want to do that just yet if I can hold off. Trying to hold off. 5, 4, 3. Let's see what else we have. I have a 4 here. So I have to have a 4 either here or, oop, not a 7, a 4. There we go. Okay, I've got the 3s marked. Okay, so I have a 1 that's here, and I've got a 1 that's here, so 1 has to be either here or here. 9, 7, 6, 5. Got the 4 marked. So I have a 4 and a 4. So that actually gives me a vertical 4. So then I've got a 4 and a 4. That gives me a 4 here. That's good. 9. Can I do an 8? Not here. 7, 6, 5, 4. 3. Not here. Not here. Okay, 2. Not up here, but it could be here and one of these two. And then a 1. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Am I missing some blatant ones? Do you guys see some blatant ones I'm just totally overlooking? 4s, 2s, 3s, 3s. Okay, so let's start over here. We got a 1, 1, 1, because the 1 comes up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7. 7, 7, 7, 7 can go anywhere down here. 8. I wish I could mark some of these off. And then I know my 9 goes through the center. Okay, that's fully marked out. So down here, I think I'm missing a 4, a 7, and a 9. And I can't decide. I don't have anything that can help me block any of those at the moment. Sorry, not the 1. 4, 7, and 9. 4, 7, 9. 4, 7, 9. Okay, so I do have a 1 through the center and through the middle. So we got 1, 1, 1, 1. 2 through the middle and through the center as well. Do I have any other help with my 2s? Do not. So 2s are going to be the same as the 1s. Okay, no 3 across the top. 3, 3, 3s are down here. Okay, 4 comes down. Okay, we have something called a crisscross. And what that does is it tells me that this is actually the only spot left for a 4. See, I've got a 4 in this right cube that's in the top and in the bottom. And then on the left, I have a 4 that's in the top and the bottom. So if this is in the top, then it's going to be down here in the bottom in one of those two. Not sure. If it's down on the bottom, this one's going to be in the top. The other thing we can look at is in this row, this can't be a 4. This can't be a 4 because one of these two is a 4. And this can't be a 4 because of that 4. So that makes this one the only one available for a 4. And that leaves us with a 3 here because one of those two have to be a 3. Is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's my 6s? Oh, let me undo that for just a moment. Hold on just 1 second. I don't think I have that marked out all the way. So let me just back up just a smidgen. I think I was about to overdo myself, but I do notice that one has to be a 4. See, I didn't do all my 6s yet. I don't even have a 6 in here. Okay, so let me sort that real quick. So one of these two has to be a 4, which it's now this one. Let me clear that. One of these two has to be a 4, which is now this one. Now this one has to be our 2. This one has to be our 8. They kind of cascade. Let me clean up my pencil marks. Alright, so now we have an 8 and an 8 and an 8, which makes this one our 8. We have an 8 top and bottom, so this is going to be our 8 over here. Just cleaning up some numbers. So the two numbers we're missing here looks like a 2 and a 3. Now, I'm going to put my 2 and my 3 here. Now what that does is create a ghost row, and it says this can no longer be a 3. Now before, one of these two had to be a 3, so this one is now our 3. Okay, we still have our 5 and 6 up here. So we have 2 and a 3, a 1, a 7, an 8, and a 9. Okay, all right. Okay, so I just put some numbers in here. So now these two numbers that I'm missing in this row, I need a 3. Well, it can't be here, so this one has to be our 3. Okay, now this 3 comes across, and there's a 3 over here, so this one becomes our 3. One of these two had to be an 8, so now this one becomes an 8. One of these two is a 6, so now this one is a 6. They're just going to start to cascade, let those dominoes fall. Alright, now I'm going to clean up my 9s over here. Only one spot left for the 9. And now I have a 4 and a 7. And see, I have 4s up here. So this one has to be our 4 because the 4 is now on the bottom. So I can clean that 4 up. And I can also clean up the 7. Can't have a 7 down here anymore. So now this is actually the only spot left for a 7. Okay, now I can clean up my 3 here. This is the only spot left for a 3. Oh, 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 oh. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6. There we go. Let me get rid of the 3 because we already have our 3. This one, the only number left there is a 5. And we have 1s and 2s. That's very good. Alright, and so this is going to be a 1 and a 2. That'll balance that out. So we have a 1, a 2, and a 5 down at the bottom. Well, we have a 5 here and a 5 across, so this one becomes our 5. And then this one is going to be a 1 and a 2, but we do have a helpful 2 right there. There's our 1. There's our 2. And that's just going to cascade our 1 and our 2. It's going to cascade up here. That can't be a 2 anymore. It has to be a 3. Has to become a 2. All right. Very good. Let's see here. We've got 2 numbers left in this column here. 1, 2. Looks like we need a 3. 4, 5, 6. A 3 and an 8. 3 and an 8. 3 and an 8. Now I'm going to look down here. We've got 1, 3. Okay. Not to help us just yet. That's all right. Okay. Okay. We just put a ton of numbers in. So let's look at our new... We have a 5 and a 5. So that makes this guy our 5. That helps us with this one being a 5. And now I can clean this one up. Only number looks like we're missing there is a 1. We have a 1 that comes across now and a 1 that comes up. This one now becomes a 1, and one of those two is our 7, which now this is the only one left. Comes back down here and helps us. This is now a 4. This one is now a 7. And now the 7, I've got to clean up my pencil marks. Got to bring the 7 up and clean up my pencil marks. This is now the only cell left that could be a 7. And let me clean up my pencil marks there. All right. So we have a 1, 8, and a 9. And you'll notice we have an 8 and a 9. So in this row, this is actually right here the only spot left for a 1. So I'll clean up this one. Now in this cube, this is the only spot left for a 1. That cleans that up nice and dandy. So now we're missing 2 numbers here. It looks like an 8 and a 7. Well, we have an 8 there. So there's our 7. There's our 8. Now we've got 1 number missing in this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like a 7. There we go. Now we have our 8 and our 3. We've got 1 number missing in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right, so now we have a 9 and what's the other number? 3. 9 and a 3. Doop, doop. Okay, so now we have a 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 in the bottom, 1 on the middle. The only spot left for a 1 is right here. 2, 3. We've got a 4 in the middle and a 4 on the left. So now this one becomes our 4. Clean up my pencil mark. We need a 5, and we do have a 5 in the middle and a 5 in the bottom, so 5 is marked up here. We need a 6. We have a 6 across the top, and we do have a 6 through the middle, so this is actually the only spot left for a 6. And we only have one number left here in this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like a 9. Okay, now this 6 helps us to solve these guys, either 5 or 6, 5 or 6. Okay. Now we have a 5 up here that helps to solve this 5, and then I can clean up my pencil mark here. The only number I'm missing in this cube is an 8. Now that 8 comes on down and helps us to solve this one, 8 and a 9. All right, we have an 8 now, so that makes this one a 3. This one makes this one an 8. Now that we have our 3, there's our 9, and there is our 3. All right. So we went round and round a little bit there. Did pretty good with the pencil marks. I actually wrote pencils in where I didn't need to a couple times. I just missed it, and that's okay. That's the beauty of the pencils. It helps you see it a little bit differently, and then as you're reviewing it, you might catch it the second or third or fourth time around. So glad you guys could join me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I always recommend pausing it, printing you off a couple copies, playing along with, and I always welcome any comments, suggestions, or challenges. Thanks, folks. We'll catch you next time.